It is pretty clear that the 105 series Land Cruiser doesn't have the nicest interior, and that is shown by these crappy old ripped seat covers that I'm sitting on right now, and the radio that looks like I don't even know how old, but it's old. So what we're going to do today is get rid of these crusty old seat covers, put the new radio in, show you a little bit how to do that, and let's change the interior of this thing for the better. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this stupid dash mat out of the bloody way. We'll sort that out later. So what I'm going to do is, I think on this one you can just pull out the top of the radio here, and everything should kind of just come out. It's the best thing about old cars is, look at that, it's all out. So that is basically all out and ready to go. So the reason I'm doing this is because I have this stupid transmitter thing to be able to actually use Bluetooth on this thing, because it doesn't even have Bluetooth built into it, and it doesn't really scan channels well. It's bad. It's really bad. So basically I have this thing and all you can hear is static noise. So that's literally going in the bin. I don't care about that. I don't want it. So the next step to do a radio like this is, as you can see, there'll be 4 bolts to take out the cage and take out the mounts. So what we'll do is take those 4 bolts out. I also have bought one of these things from Autobarn. So this is a little adapter thing, so you don't have to do any wiring for the radio. I will show you what you have to do to wire the radio, but this makes it so it literally just plugs into the factory loom. But yeah, I'll take out the radio and we'll have a look what's behind there. I'll show you the new radio that I got in the box next to me and we will get to it. Okay, so now they are out, we should be able to lift this radio forwards, as you can see, and there'll be 2 plugs on the back. So there'll also be the antenna wiring. Unplug that straight away, and there'll be 2 plugs on the back here. So that is now the old crusty radio out, and as you can see, these are the brackets we will still need to use, so I'll be keeping them for sure, and that'll go down there. So these are the 2 plugs, as I was just saying, that you need for the patch harness. So they will go into those 2 plugs back there, and this will connect to your radio's connectors. So I'll go get the new radio out and we'll put it on the cage. Okay, starting straight off, this is the new radio we got for the 105 series. It is a floating 9-inch screen. This is the radio here. It actually comes with some really fancy packaging, like you saw that box was actually pretty nice. But it's a single DIN radio, so mine at the moment is a double DIN. So I'll have to figure out something what I do with that bottom section. But as you can see, it's got the floating screen. It can go up and down, and it can also change side to side depending where you want the screen to face. This is it's a brand called Calibre, I think it's called, Calibre, I don't know. I don't really know, they're from Japan, and I know that they're like brand new that our parts store can get. So these are actually a really, really good price, and they're wireless CarPlay and all that sort of stuff. So here we have the old radio. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take this screen off of this one. So there's 2 clips on the back. Oops, before I do that, there's a little plug at the back here with a clip on it. Pull that out, and you do the 2 clips on either side, and it should slide right out. And I'm going to put that to the side because we need that later. So now we have both the radios sitting here, and what I'm going to do, as you can see, it has 2 options for where it's going to sit. I'm going to sit it on the bottom setting, so then the screen comes up and covers that top part, but I will probably get like a little slot or something, make up a little plate that goes there so it looks finished off. So on the new one, we're going to sit this one at the bottom, because like I said, we're going to be using the bottom section of it because I think that'll look a bit nicer. So we want this to stick out as far as we can as well, so we're going to put it on the back holes because we want it to clear where the dash is going to be, but we can always adjust that later. So I'll put this at the back holes. That is fully off now, so I'm going to place it on this one and do the exact same thing as I did for the prior bracket. So now that is like that, we can go move it over to the car, and I will grab all the plugs and stuff that I need, and we will get ready to put it in. So as you can see here, we've got the radio just down here, all plugged in, and I have the factory one for that radio, so that'll plug straight into the back of the new radio. And this is what we need the adapter loom for. This makes it really easy to install. And if you're not, you just got to cut and snip the wires. To find the speaker wires, you just hold your multimeter between the speakers on this side, which you think are the speaker wires, and it will have a 4 ohm resistance, I think it is. It will have some sort of resistance between them, and you'll be able to read that. That's how you know where the speakers are. And if you power up each speaker, you'll know if it's left, right, back, rear, front, whatever. So we'll see if this plugs in, if I've got the right connector. That one should plug in there. And that one should plug in there. Beautiful. So that makes it so much easier. You do have a lot more wiring, which kind of sucks, but that is just how it is. That one plugs in there. Bang. Now they're all plugged in. That is the whole loom. Like, that is ridiculously long, which kind of sucks, but that's how it is. So now I'm going to pick up the radio, and as you can see, we've got a lot hanging off of it now. I'm going to plug this plug into the radio. So now what we got is a USB hanging off of it, which we need, because I'm going to plug that in at the bottom. So for CarPlay, even though it's got wireless CarPlay, I still want that. We have the antenna. We have a GPS, which is mounted on the side. And then we also have a microphone, which is over here, which I have to plug in and run that before I can do anything else. So now I've got the microphone over here. I'll just pass it through this little slot down here, like so. That is now passed through there. So I can actually plug this in now. There should be one that says mic. Plug that in. And what I'll do is I'll wrap it up with this wiring. So I'll go grab some cable ties and do that. So I've actually decided I'm going to use tape instead, because tape looks a little bit neater than cable ties on such a small little bit of wiring. So now that is all taped up, that will sit back there with the rest of the stuff. So now what we can do is sit this all back in there, like so. It's going to be a bit crammed up in there with all that wiring, because it's got a lot of wiring. We'll stick this GPS on the inside, like so. And that will sit back there exactly like so. Okay, so now what we have is the USB sticking out here. So what I'm going to do is actually tuck that in, hopefully where the ashtray goes, because I don't have a plug for it yet, which is what I need to get. I need to get one of those switch blanks for it so it doesn't sit out like how it's sitting right now. I'll show you that after. It's a bit dodgy, but I will get one of the factory blanks that it can sit in and sit in all nice. So now what I'm going to do is go grab the radio, and I'm going to make sure everything works and it all powers on. We'll test it, then we can shove it all back together. So as you can see here, we have the screen, and it has these two handles at the back, which you put on the top like that and slide it all the way down. And as you can see, it fits on there. Now the hard part is trying to get this plug done up, but it shouldn't be too bad. So now that is all on, I'll grab the keys out my pocket and we'll see if it actually turns on and everything works. So the ignition is now on. We'll give it a few seconds to kick in. Beautiful, now it is all turned on. So what I'm going to do is make sure that it connects to CarPlay wirelessly and through this cord, because I want this cord to be used for CarPlay as well. So this might just, because they had 3 other cords in there, and I'm just hoping I'll put the correct one in there. We are now going to add the device as a Bluetooth connection. So I'm going to connect it to the radio, Sam's iPhone, tap to pair, and beautiful, look at that, we're connected. So what we're going to do is get rid of my address on there quick so you can't see that. I'm going to try and play some music. Beautiful, look at that. We have music coming out. That's wireless CarPlay. My phone is charging. That is exactly what I wanted. And this screen is also adjustable. So what I can do is put it up higher. I can tilt it towards you guys. I can tilt it towards me. I can tilt it down. I can tilt it up. This screen is awesome. It's very adjustable. So yeah, that is that. I'm gonna get to putting all this back together. We'll throw the seat covers on, and this interior should be looking a bit more new. So these are the new seat covers I got. They are just some canvas ones from Autobarn. So I'll chuck them on now, and it should look a lot better than what is originally on there. First thing I'm gonna do is rip this old crusty, silly seat cover off, because it is absolutely stuffed. No idea how it comes off. Now that is the bottom all off now. Put that on the floor. Take this headrest out. Chuck him back there. And we can take this back part off too. Fair bit of dust and crap under that. So these seat covers are pretty average. Wow. They've left a lot of crap on that seat. But we will put the new seat cover on there. Hopefully it's a lot better. Just like that, seat cover's on and it's already looking better than it did. I'll grab the headrest out, I'll put it on the headrest and we'll pop it in. And then we'll do the other side and that'll be the end of the video. And just like that, guys, the interior of the 105 is looking so much more modern. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.